Well, good afternoon to you. Passionate pleas to tear down the Confederate monuments in the middle of St. Augustine were heard this morning. The City Commission is debating whether to relocate the monument at the Plaza de Constitución. So Renata DiGregorio has been following this all morning long. She's been observing that meeting. So what so far have they discussed? What's the result, Renata?
Well, Katie, so far the public comment of the meeting is still going on, and some people say that keeping this monument here is an act of racism, but for others, they say it's the history that needs to be preserved. They point to this being the nation's oldest city as the reason to keep it. Most people have actually been saying that. Now, the mayor wants the city commission to only focus on whether or not the monument should be relocated. They'll get to the where later, possibly a private cemetery or other kind of private location. So far, a few dozen people have spoken during the public comment portion. The most common viewpoint is that as the oldest city, there's a unique opportunity to preserve history and remain neutral. Several say the memorial is similar to a gravesite. This should be a teaching moment. Others say if you aren't outraged, you are not paying attention, that the monuments glorify white supremacy and are not inclusive to minority citizens. Several people say they're also worried about violence, that angry residents will topple the monument, and they've seen threats of this online, they say. Right from the start, though, with this public comment part, the viewpoints were opposing. Just listen to this.
Their names should be up there. They serve as a reminder that war takes, that there is no true winner in a war.
These monuments have a direct occurrence to what's happening in the streets of America. I have developed a zero tolerance for racism.
And the meeting is still going on. Right from the start, the mayor said we are in for a long day, but you can go watch it on firstcoastnews.com. Live in St. Augustine, Renata DiGregorio, First Coast News, on your side.